going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. That'd be sick. There's going to be lots more videos on this car as well as other things that I'll be working on. I have a big project coming with my pickup truck. There will be a video dropping on that hopefully soon. Big things happening there. But today I want to talk about the car a little more. The last video I got a lot of questions on the fuel system on this car, and I kind of briefly went over it in the first video, but I figured today I'm going to break it down, show you guys what I have going on, kind of explain to you how it works. That way if you guys decide to do this swap, you know that this is a way that it can be done. Like I said, I'm no professional. This was not a professional deal. This was done on a budget. This is what I was able to do to get it done. So don't take any of this too seriously. This is all just for fun. I built this car for fun. I've been daily driving it since my truck's been down. We've been working on it. Today we're going to talk about fuel system. I'm going to take you guys under the car. I'm going to show you guys the return style fuel system. I'm going to show you guys how I made that with the Corvette fuel filter, because that confused some people. And anybody that's looking forward to doing this swap on their own vehicle needs to know about that. I'm going to show you how it routes from the top side over to the fuel rail. Pretty simple stuff, but I just wanted to cover it. That way you guys know. Just whatever you guys want to hear about or know about or see. I can make videos. Just let me know in the comments what you guys are interested in, and we'll go from there.
Okay, so first things first to keep in mind, I do have an Amazon fuel pump in this car from a 1996 Ford Mustang that I bought because it's return style. The New Edge Mustangs are returnless style, which means they have one fuel line running all the way up to the engine. The Coyote requires a return style system, so to be able to achieve that, we went and picked up one of these, which is a Corvette fuel filter, which also doubles as a fuel pressure regulator. These engines like to run 50 to 55 psi fuel pressure, and that happens to be pretty much exactly what this regulates to. So what I was able to do is, I was able to run basically the fuel line in and the return line, and this works as the regulator. That is the main fuel line there that feeds the car. I just tied right into the original fuel line on the car. So even though it's a return style fuel system, there's only one line running to the engine. So this is your return style system that satisfies the fuel pump, and this is the monitored 55 psi fuel pressure heading to the fuel rail. And it's all achieved by this. I believe this Corvette fuel filter was out of a 1996 or 7, can't remember exactly. I copied off another person's video that I had seen about this setup, so I just went with what he did, and it worked out great for me. I've got probably 10,000 miles or more on this fuel system. This looks sketchy here. Basically, I cut a fuel filter stem off and slid it into the quick connector, and then I did the same thing on this side, and I tied them together in the center with a fuel line. That is super sketchy, but then again, it's only 55 psi going through it, so I figured it'd be okay. It's been just fine so far. Definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend getting all the hard wires, or hard lines I should say, and doing it the right way with, connectors that are made for this. I tried to buy one, it didn't fit. So I was like, whatever, I'll just build one. Way cheaper. This whole setup cost me about 10 bucks. So yeah, that's what I did to get it connected there. That's what I did over there. And yeah. As far as wiring is concerned, This is my main power line from the Power by the Hour control pack harness. And that is green coming from the harness. That runs to the power wire on the fuel pump. That's how I ran it, straight to the fuel pump. As far as the fuel level gauge, so this wire here, that's the same color as this wire. Probably not the best thing I could have done, but I know what it is. This red wire runs in here and connects to my black wire for the ground for the fuel pump. So this is how the fuel level gauge is hooked up. We got gray running to white, yellow, and this orange and white tied into this conjunction. Pretty sure that's wrong. I should have ran these two together into this connector into the blue, but there was some reason I did it like that. I don't know. It works, so I'm not gonna complain about it. So yeah, and then like I said before, this is the ground running to the black wire, and that is how I have my fuel gauge working in this fuel tank. All of these wires are not used from the car. These are the only wires that you need. Running straight from the control pack is the power line. Straight from the battery is the ground. This color orientation is how everything's hooked up, and it works. And yeah, so that's the wiring. So now we've covered the return style fuel system, the Corvette fuel filter. And now we're at the engine bay of the car, and we are going to talk about how it runs from here. So as I said, from the Corvette fuel filter, there's only one line running up the car, and that comes in right, let's see if I can get a shot of it. It's right there behind that gear clamp. I have a quick connect fitting, and that's basically just a hard line that just quick connects. You can see the hard line coming up right there. There's a quick connect fitting on that, and then it runs literally, it's just a O'Reilly's plastic clip that I bought for this car. Like I said, done on a budget. Don't recommend, but it does work. Learn the hard way. You have to put steel braided fuel line here. Because I blew regular fuel line that I had here. Stupid to even have put it. Yeah. So we have steel braided fuel line running over. Pop this thing off. So we have steel braided fuel line running straight from over there, straight up here, around to the fuel rail. This is the quick connect from O'Reilly's I was talking about. And they work great. I mean, I've had no problems with them. Maybe over time I'll have problems, but so far, so good. And yeah, that's basically the fuel system on this thing. So anyways, yeah, that's the video of me explaining the fuel system on my COYOTE SWAP New Edge. Hopefully I covered everything that you would need to know to be able to do that, at least hooking the fuel system up. If you guys have any questions about it, please ask in the comments. I don't mind to answer. I am no master mechanic. I am just an average Joe. Where the car sits is where the swap was done, right outside my garage, okay? Literally, I'm just a guy that my dad and I had an idea to do this, so we decided we were going to give it a go. And we were able to make this thing happen in 3 months, which was pretty impressive. I've built numerous dirt bike engines in my life. I've never built a car engine. This was the very first one. It was a ton of fun, building the car, learning the car, being able to do everything the way that I want to do it, kind of bringing the vision to life in my own way. Some things could be better. Some things could have been worse. But all in all, like I said, probably have over 10,000 miles on this car. It's been super reliable, super fun, super fast. And yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, you want to know anything about the way that I did this swap, please let me know. We'll break it down into videos that I can put out that'll, hone in on those specific questions, just like I did here on the fuel system. I've had people outside of YouTube ask me about the fuel system, so this is why I made this video, to explain it. That way there's no questions. Everybody knows how it was done. And yeah, so I hope you guys found this helpful. Again, please like and subscribe. It helps me. Just doing this for fun. Just want to share with the world my projects and things that I'm doing. I want to have something to be able to look back on one day. If something else comes of it, then great. If nothing else comes of it, then at least I had fun. And yeah, so we're getting started here, and thanks for watching.